Alright, so welcome to step 2, part B, where we're going to be going over 3 methods for finding a hot selling product to sell so you can make money with. And we're going to be doing that by using Aliexpress.com, which I talked about in the last video. And I have 3 methods. We've already gone over the checklist, so you want to make sure you have this checklist handy, because this checklist you kind of need it when looking at these products. You need to go and refer back to this checklist to make sure it fits the criteria that we want to follow while going over these 3 methods. Okay, so let's head over to Aliexpress.com, where we are going to be going over I'm going to be going over how to find hot selling products. So first of all, let's quickly head over to the PDF. And remember, you kind of want to, I would recommend reading the PDF first before going into these videos, because they go hand in hand. So let's go over method 1, which is the easiest method. So we want to go over to aliexpress.com, and the method we're going to be following here is simply, we're going to check each category and sort by orders, and you will have products right there that you can start selling. This method basically goes on, we're going to see what's already selling, because if we see stuff that's selling well, then it's an indication that other dropshippers are making money with it, right? Because remember, AliExpress is a place where dropshippers buy products to sell. So if we see a product that's had 10,000 previous orders, then that obviously means it's selling well. Then we can kind of do a few different strategies to sell the same product as well. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is let's go back over to AliExpress, and we're going to look at, so here's the thing, right? With this method, it's kind of like you're just looking through each category and then referencing it with the checklist, and to see what matches what our criteria, and something that kind of stands out that you want to sell. We're just looking at what's selling is pretty much the easiest option. Okay, there's obviously other methods, but this is what I've used myself and what has worked for me. So let's go to health and beauty. Now we're going to get a subcategory that pops up here, and I'm literally like, what you could literally, if you really wanted to take this and put it on steroids, you could do this. Oh god, I just realized they have Durex there. Do they actually sell Durex stuff here? Wow. So you could actually, if you had time, you could literally go through each category and each subcategory, and then make note of the top 3 selling products in each subcategory. That would take a lot of time. You could hire a VA to do that. You could go to Fiverr or Upwork.com, hire a VA for $5 an hour to do that, and you'd have a list of products, and that's a really good idea. But if you're going to do it yourself, you kind of just want to look through, pick about 3 different categories, and go through one of the subcategories and just make note of it, right? Or just spend some time going through and see what catches your attention. So I'm going to go in the PDF example. I went to nails and tools in health and beauty. So let's go to health and beauty. Let's see. Let's do something different than what's in a PDF. Let's go into. Remember the checklist. We want something that's small or medium. So I'm gonna just like look and see what's small and medium. Let's go to toys. Let's go to RC helicopters. Now we've got the best match, right? We pretty much want to go to orders and sort it by orders, and right here we're going to see the top 3 items. So the first one here has had 5,809 orders. It's $12. We could sell it for $25, right? And make like a $10 profit, for example. Or we could even make just a $5 profit if we wanted to. But look at these 3, okay? I'm going to make note of that because these are cool items. So what I would simply do is I'd open this up, right? I would copy the link, and then I'd go to my notepad and just place it here, okay? And I'd do the same. So that's $12. Let's go see another one. So look at this, like $43. I'm not going to sell something that's $43, right? I want to sell something small. We want to look for something, I would say, that has at least 1,000 orders, because that's an indication. However, we do have an exception if it's like a new a new seller. But we kind of also want to look at the number of items they have available. So this right here, it's had 5,828 orders, and it has 2,889 pieces available. So we could sell up to 2,889 if we wanted to. Okay, if this seller only had like 50 pieces available, you're really limited on the amount of money you could make, and I wouldn't want to do that. I want something that I can sell at least 1,000 copies of, because also 1,000 times 10, that's like $10,000, right? I can make there. So I would basically go through here and make note of what fits our criteria. So let's go to another category. Let's go back to the home page. Let's go to jewelry and watches. Let's go to just men's watches in general. I'm going to click on where it says orders. Now you're going to notice that I have this green thing around all the items, and you might not have that, and that's because I'm using an extension on Chrome. It's called, let's see, it's called Oberlo. And it basically allows you, it will basically show the items that fit the criteria that we want. So I'm just going to take a quick step back. You want to, if you're using, well, I'd suggest using Chrome, downloading an extension called Oberlo. Just go to Google and type in Oberlo. You want to make sure you select ePacket, country. We want to show shipping to United States, or depending on what country you want to target. When we get into the traffic section, we're going to talk about targeting like just one demographic at a time, but we'd want to click on update settings, so it will only show items that fit the criteria we've put in here. Okay, so let's look at this. This is really cool. So we can, these watches are I think are beautiful. Like, this is really nice. This one here has had 61,000 orders. This one here, 29,000 orders, right? Let's click on this and let's have a look. So there's 26,000 pieces available. It costs about $2.98, right, per item. Look at this; it's absolutely amazing. So we could put together a simple funnel here, right, using a simple site. This is a beautiful watch. I would wear this myself. I think it's absolutely stunning, this watch. Okay, look at that, $2. We could either use a free plus shipping offer and sell it for free and just charge $10 for shipping and would make about $8 profit, or we could sell it for a flat $15 or $19.99 or $24.99, right, and offer free shipping. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it in here because I think this is a beautiful watch. Okay, let's put watch. Right, now you want to obviously like be more organized. This is just an example I'm doing here, but look at these watches. I think this one's really let's go down. Like, this one's pretty nice too. 90 cents. Wow, this is these watches are really nice. Like, you could literally, this only, okay, 1,000 pieces, so this is kind of borderline. You could still make money on this because look at that, it's 90 cents. So you could just charge $10 for shipping and make a flat, like almost $10 profit per sale. Because the shipping here, it only costs $1, right? So it depends where you're shipping it to, but you just want to play around with these settings a little bit. Let me just go back a bit and talk about what you want to look at. So first of all, depending on where you're planning on shipping these products to, because when we get to the traffic section, we're going to talk about not selling your item to the entire world in one campaign. We're going to be doing specific campaigns targeting specific demographics, specific countries, specific cities. So if you want to, like, I'm in Singapore currently, and it only costs $1 to ship it to Singapore. So that's a total of like almost $2, like $1.90 of my cost, and I only pay that once the buyer pays me. So I would, if I want to sell it for $15, I'd be making like $13 profit, which is pretty cool. I'm going to take that because if I could sell even 500 of these times $20, what's that? Let's see, 500 times 20, that's $10,000 right there, right? So I'm going to just make note of this, and you just want to do that. Keep going for each category, make a note of all the different items. So let's go for another category. And let's go through men's. Oh, there's one I went through before. It's called Toys, Kids and Baby. We went to baby clothing, and this is quite a big market because let's go to baby boys clothing. There was this thing I saw. Let's go to match orders because we want to see what's selling well. So look at this. This is in the the baby market. So again, I mean, this is cute, right? I'm sure you could, if you wanted to do something like this, you could find a theme if you wanted to cross-reference in a seasonal item category. Let's see here. So this is like a matching mother and child's. That's pretty cool. Let's check that out. Mother and child's beanie hat or woolly hat, whatever it's called. So they sell it as a set. So look at that. So you can buy that and that. I think that's really nice, and especially now it's winter. So there's only 402 pieces available. It's quite small. I would go somewhere else. I think this is cool. Let's see what else. Oh, this is pretty cool. This I Love Mama. How many? So we've got 27,000 pieces available, and it's only about 139 max. So you could do this free shipping, right, and sell this. This could do really well. Is this a set or is it? I think they just choose which one. So you could set up a campaign just doing I Love Mama or I Love Papa, or you could sell like a set. I'm not sure if it's I Love Papa Mama print. I'm not sure if it's a set or not. Let's have a read. Let's see. Unisex boy, girl. I think it's a set. Hopefully. Oh, it only includes one, so you have to choose which one. Okay, so I think that's cool. I could sell that. I could sell really well. So I Love Mama hat. So that's that, right? That's what you want to do. Just go through. Remember, I already have the checklist in my mind. Small item, cheap, easy to ship, novelty item, something that looks cool. Not I can make $10 profit or more. Something that has at least 1,000 pieces available, which I should have added to the checklist. So please remember that. I'll add that to the guide. And that's the first method, okay? Now, once you go through the first method, the next method is to go to a site called Watchcountcom. And this is basically eBay Watch Count, which looks at the items that are being watched the most on eBay. And what we want to do here is we basically just want to go here, okay? We're going to look at the top sellers for each category. So let's click on, not eBay Singapore. Let's do eBay. Just do the USA eBay, right? And let's look at the top category. So this is method 2. So let's just check a category. Let's go to baby. Remember, like the whole idea here of this method is we look at what we found here, okay, in number 1, and kind of cross-reference it on eBay Watch Count, or we just go through each category here first and then go back to Aliexpress and cross-reference it. Does that make sense? So these are the items that are being watched on eBay. So for example, on eBay, there's like if you go to eBay and you're interested in an item, you can click on this button that says watch to watch the item. And for example, this item here, this wireless baby security camera, has 2,135 watches. Okay, so what we can do is, we've seen that this has got a lot of watches. We can go back to AliExpress and type in, let's say, baby monitor, okay, and let's have a look at that, because now we've got some intel from Watchcountcom that a baby monitor is being watched by 2,000 people. That means there's 2,000 people interested in this, right? And it's selling for $27. So that's a good indication. So if we click on baby monitor, right, and let's sort them by orders. Now we have here these baby monitors, right? So the one that's being watched is about $27. So we want to kind of find someone, remember, something where we can make about $10 profit. Remember our criteria. Now these are quite expensive. These are going for about $30 minimum. So maybe it might not be something we could sell. Now the next thing we can do, we could sort it by price low to high, and then we can kind of go through. So this one here, let's see, price low to high. Let's look for something that we can make $10 profit, right? So something that's selling for, that we can get here for like 20 and sell for 30 or 34, 35. I clicked on there. Let's just have a look and see. So as you can see, we're kind of slowly, narrowing down products that we can find. So let's try and find this baby monitor, but we want something that we can get at our cost for like 20, because as you can see on watch count, it's being watched, and this is $27. So I mean, I'm sure we could sell it for more. This one here is $26, right? So let's just have another little look and see if we can find something. But it looks like they're all going for like 30 or above dollars. So I'm not sure why it didn't show. Let's try and find the actual. Okay, so so maybe we can't. Let's see, surveillance cameras. Maybe let's try it there. Oh, I just saw one. Here we are. Okay, so that's a dummy surveillance camera. So maybe that's something that we can't sell. Or maybe this can be, look, mega IP camera network baby monitor. Oh, this is interesting. Look at this. So how many? This has 3,000 available, but it's only had one order. So that might be an indication that it's not a trustworthy supplier. But that's selling. This is quite cool and interesting. It's like you can connect to your iPhone, which is really cool. So that's selling for 13. We can sell it for 30. So let's just put it in here. Let's put a baby monitor. All right, and let's just have a look at a few more. So can you see how we're slowly narrowing down the products we want to buy, the products that we can sell? So this has got 134 orders, but it's not really a baby monitor. So this one here, we can position it as a baby monitor. It basically connects to your phone. So I mean, look at that, right? We can be like, we can come up with a cool campaign, watch your baby on your phone, and don't, this could actually be something that we could sell. But again 19,000 pieces available. It's not had any past orders. The thing is, I'll be willing to test it out because who knows. So let's just look at this one. So now we've got some cool stuff. We're looking at baby monitors. Let's look again in let's look at another category. Let's do jewelry and watches. So as you can see, we're cross-referencing now on two different sites to give us an indication of what's going to sell. Okay. So this is a skeleton watch. Remember, we saw something similar. 13,000 watches. That's going for $14.89. This is a massive indication, that a watch may be something we can go with in your first campaign. Let's look what else there is. I mean, this watch here, 7,000. This is really intriguing. So if we go back to here, right? We already found a watch, right? Just now, we already found the watch in our notepad, which is here. So if 17,000, oops, not that one. If 17,000 people are watching, 13,000 people are watching this, and it's going for $14.89. That means we can take a watch that looks similar, sell it for about the same price, maybe even 19, and make $10 profit on it. There's 26,000 pieces available. This is really exciting. So I'm gonna now break this down. I'm gonna put my 3 product shortlist. Okay, so I've got watch, baby monitor, and baby hat. So these are the 3 things I think. Let's maybe not baby hat. Let's do RC drone or whatever it's called. Let's do these 3, or we can just do the baby hat too. Let's try. Well, maybe you know what? I'm just gonna do 4 because remember 3 is the minimum. Let's do that. So now I have my 4 shortlist, and as you saw, I just done that in this video I just done it in this video in front of your very eyes. I started from scratch and now I found products to sell. Okay, that's how easy it is. The next part is all we need to do now is get our ugly ecom cache site up and start getting traffic to it to see if this is going to sell. So there's one more method that you can do, and this is kind of optional, which is method 3. Is basically go to Google Trends and cash in on a hot trend. So currently right now I found out that Star Wars is a hot trend. Okay, so you could go to, it's basically trends.google.com, and from here you can find what's currently trending, and that will give you kind of a little angle or hook that you can go with. So now it's like New Year, so you know, New Year's Eve is the massive trend right now. Let's see what else is happening. American Girl, NASA. Oh, what's that? American Girls 2018 of the year wants to be an astronaut. Okay. So what I would suggest is go to Google Trends, look at what's currently trending right now, and then use that as an idea for going back to Watch Count and Aliexpress to find the product. Okay, Donald Trump, NFL. You know, read up on these stories. I won't go too much into this because this is kind of like a bonus thing, like a bonus method, which I don't use that much. But have a look on Google Trends. It's basically telling you what people are searching for on the internet currently. And you can take this information, then cross-reference it back with Aliexpress and Watch Count, and kind of find a product that's related to one of the current trends that are going on. So look at this. Where is Santa Tracker? Oh, Golden Globe Awards, right? That's another thing that's happening. Star Wars The Last Jedi. So if you can see here, Star Wars is still currently a big trend. So if we go, let's go over to AliExpress. Let's just type in Star Wars, and we could just target everyone who's interested. So look at this. Movie stocking. So this could have been something we sold before for Christmas, but this is pretty cool. Like, I mean, Star Wars is still a current movie at the moment, so we could actually sell these now. There might be copyright issues, which I'm not 100% certain about, but I mean, you could right here look at one of these things, right? Now, one of the ideas I had is you could basically you could sell t-shirts. You could go to Google and type in Star Wars quotes, right? And then you can basically take a quote and then put that quote on a t-shirt and sell it through teespring.com, right? So one of these quotes, let's look at this. Okay, like fear is the path to the dark side. Okay, so we could so anyone that's interested in Star Wars is going to know about the quotes. You know, if you have a diehard fan, sometimes selling to people that are diehard fans on a topic are some of the best people because they'll buy stuff because they're a fan. So you could go to Teespring, and Teespring's a different topic in its own. But you can basically design a shirt on Teespring, and then use the same strategies to sell a T-shirt with a custom Star Wars quote on it, and target people interested in Star Wars, right? So that's a really, really cool idea. We'll go over that a little bit more, but that's kind of like another bonus strategy to find products. But go over methods 1 and 2 first, which we just went over. I already found 4 products that I can test. So now it's time to go on to the next step, which is putting together our site, our one-page ugly ecom cache site to sell our products on. Because the next stage is to see what out of these, if they are going to sell, and if they do, then we can scale them up and start making money. So I will see you in the next video.